Man. We got to talk about this 49ers against the Eagles game. The Eagles were at home, y'all. And by the way that they was playing, you would think that there was some lost childs out there, man. So, the 49ers went down to Philadelphia, and they blew them boys out. 42-19. Now, I can't talk much because you know my team, and the same thing happened to us, but at least we was in their house. And every one of us, the Eagles, Cowboys, 49ers, we're all tough to beat at home. But when you let somebody come into your house and smack you around like that, nah, dog. That don't sit right with me. So, the 49ers are now 9-3. The Eagles are now 10-2. The Cowboys are 9-3. And we face the Eagles next week. But let's get back to this game. Let's just talk about what happened. So, Brock Purdy, let's go over some stats first, and then we're going to have the tail of the tape. So, Brock Purdy, he had a solid game, a real good game. He only had 8 incompletions, so he was 19-27 for 314 yards, 4 TDs, right? But the star of the show, and there's 2 of them. Actually, technically 3. The 3 stars of the show, his stats look real good, right? As far as Purdy, it looked real good. But he had a lot of help from his team. I'm talking about after they got up, and I think it was like 23-14. After that, oh no, they were just running the ball. C-Mac, he had 93 yards and 1 touchdown. The MVP, in my opinion, is Deebo Samuels. This brother had 4 receptions for 116 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns, and he had a rushing touchdown. And majority of his yards came on run after catch. In my opinion, I believe that San Francisco got the best 2 running backs in the league. And that's no shot at Deebo Samuels. I mean, you a hell of a player. You a football player, dog. But I'm an ex-running back, and I see how you tote that rock after you get a catch. Did you not see them? Hey, did you not see them? I think it was after Philly finally scored, they went ahead and answered within the next 4 plays. And he caught that slant or that 10-yard little hitch, turned around. He saw the hole, and you could see it. And he just hit that gear, and it exploded through the hole, bro. Pause. But Deebo Samuel was a monster today. And he just reminded me of like who he was, because I remember before the playoffs about 2 years ago, and they were talking about how great he was and how many all-purpose yards he had rushing and receiving, and did they want to pay him as a running back or a wide receiver? Nah, pay that man. Keep paying him, keep him on your team, because he was turning 5 yards into 50 yards. I mean, he had a 48-yard touchdown, dog, and that was all him. It's all him. It's all his work. Let's go to the Eagles. The Eagles, they were out of character from the get-go. Jalen Hurts was 26-45, 1 touchdown, and he had 20 yards rushing, right, and a rushing touchdown. The Philadelphia Eagles as a team only have 46 rushing yards for the entire game. Now, A.J. Brown did have 114 yards. What's his name? Devontae Smith, he had 96 receiving yards. The defense was decent, but they only had 2 sacks. They did have 4 tackle for losses, but when you get blown out 42-19, none of that really matters. You didn't do your job. I did not hold up. The defense was null and void. You know what I'm saying? They put NA on that thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just to give you guys what I'm talking about when I said that they were out of character, Jalen Hurts had 22 passing attempts by the first half. 22 passing attempts by the first half. In my opinion, if you watch my videos, I feel like they were trying to make some kind of MVP statement, trying to run him out there and say, look at my quarterback, he can hold the team on his shoulders. And it's like, dog, why y'all doing all that? Y'all out of character. Y'all wasn't running the ball. And if you don't believe me, Swift only had 6 rushing attempts by the third quarter. The score was like 28-13. And by that time, he only had 6 rushing attempts. You want to know how San Francisco got back into the game? they started running the ball. It was 0-6 until the third possession, and that's the first time C-Mac touched the ball. He didn't touch the ball to the third possession, which is the beginning of the second quarter. Their first, matter of fact, just speaking on that as well, 49ers didn't even have their first completion or first down until that third drive. It was real bad news, but you know how they got it? They started getting C-Mac involved. Then once they got the running game in there, they started dinking and dunking to Deebo Samuels, and all it took was 4 of them things and a couple rushes, and he took over the game. It was over. Once he had that 48-yard touchdown, I keep coming back to that, because once he did that, it was like a shock to their soul, because it took everything and God himself for the Eagles to win. It took 2 fights. It took a security guard who, your job is to make sure don't nobody, a fan or somebody, run up on the coach, or something wild happen on the sidelines, and you sit up here breaking up fights on the field. You stepping in front of the coach, breaking up fights. And he's sitting up there, he was looking around like, yeah, I did that. I got him kicked out the game. And they kicked your stupid ass out. Yeah. I was like, man, hold on. How they going to kick out the player? I've never seen a security guard be able to do that. Somebody who's not a coach, you know what I'm saying, that kind of personnel, be able to step on the field and break up a fight. And, you know what I'm saying, and talk to him, you know what I'm saying, like talk to the player, you know what I'm saying, that's invoking, like, we don't know you. You ain't Sirianni. You ain't, who is this? Who is this dude? And he acting tough like, bro, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, the 49ers held the Eagles at 19 points without Greenlaw. They only had one of their star linebackers. They got one of the best, if not the best, linebacker groups in the NFL. And they were missing half of that. It's just Fred out there. Man, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I got to keep it real, dog. I don't want to see the 49ers in the playoffs. And people, I was talking, my homie, he an Eagles fan, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking about, man, why y'all want to be like that? I'm like, dog, I'm keeping it real. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I hope they see somebody else and get knocked off so we ain't got to play them. You know what I'm saying? So we can make it to the top. You know what I'm saying? But, man, they having a way. And like I said, man, I want to see them niggas. I want to see them motherfuckers. I'm being real. Hey, they scary, baby. They scary. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 49ers. And dang, bro, y'all was some lost kids out there, Philly. Philly. Better go and run and catch you one of them cheesesteaks and strap up, because you know we coming next week. You got to come down to Dallas, baby. And right now, Cowboys on a 14-game winning streak. And we saw this game. You try passing the ball that many times with Jalen Hurts in the first half if you want to. Oh, yeah, you're going to set yourself up for failure if you want to. We want that. Oh, yeah, pass it, baby. We want that. Oh, yeah. And our passing defense is better than the 49ers, so do that if you want to. I swear to God. Hey, you're going to make my day. You're going to make their day. But, hey, this is a Coliseum Sports Show. I hope y'all enjoy one hell of a Sunday afternoon, night game. It was a ball, y'all. And that's it. Hey, man, so one more game to come. I don't know the game, but yeah, man, I got to call it how I see it. Philly with some lost kids out there, man. They was looking for them cheesesteaks. You know what I'm saying? They got one of them Charlie's or something like that out there. I forgot what it got. One of them got onions and all the extra fixing on and the other one just, you know, the plain old Philly. You get the cheese and the steak, you know what I'm saying? And maybe some onion. But yeah, man. I'm going to catch y'all next time. Maybe after the next game if it's as good. But it's only been 2 good games in my opinion today. It was the Texans and now this 49ers-Eagles game. I'm glad the Eagles got a taste of what we went through. Now y'all can't just say, oh, Dallas got, you know what I'm saying, be bad. They be about 49ers. Now you got to show some respect to us because, hey, dog, we was facing a lot. We was down there in San Francisco. We was going through hell. At least we went to their house and that happened, dog. They was at home and got blew out like that. Ain't no way. Not in Jerry world. Not in front of Jerry. What? Jerry gonna suit up his damn self. You seen the meme? He gonna be like, shit, where the helmet at? Give me the jersey, goddamn it. I'll go down there. I'll do it. I'll get it done. I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. It's the Coliseum Sports Show, what I call him as I see him. And he was ugly.